Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for our Basketball Virtual Awards Banquet. For those who do not know me, I'm BJ Burgess, the Chief Operating Officer of the USCAA. Under normal conditions, we would be presenting these awards in person at the USCAA National Championship All-American Banquet at the Virginia State Multipurpose Center. However, as we continue to navigate the challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic and make every effort to keep our student athletes, coaches, and administrators safe, we're still excited to celebrate our mission of recognizing and honoring our student athletes through this virtual format. We're even more excited to be playing our first basketball national championships in 2 years after having the 2020 event shut down before we could crown our Division I champions. We are here tonight to honor the contributions of our student athletes and coaches, both on the court and in the classroom. Tonight, we celebrate a special group of athletes, those who have paved the way in leadership roles, not only as top-notch students, but as contributors to their campuses and communities. With me to present tonight's awards, from the USCAA National Office is Nate Gertis, our Assistant Director of Championships and Compliance. Also joining us is USCAA Board Member Andy Kirshner from Penn State Beaver. And we could not make this show happen without the work of our Administrator of Marketing and Events, Vanessa Jackson, and our Basketball National Championship Operations Coordinator, Nasir Nichols, who are both working tirelessly behind the scenes. So without further ado, we kick off tonight's award show with the presentation of our National All-Academic Awards. The recipients of this award have maintained a cumulative GPA of a 3.5 or higher as a sophomore, junior, or senior. We'll begin with the Women's Division I Basketball 21-22 National All-Academic Team members. From Bluefield State College, Katrina Davis, Ashley Loudon, and Autumn Spangler. From Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Shannon Bandu, Rachel Bruneel, Umi Guy, and Alyssa Johnson. From Bryant and Stratton College, Albany, Aaliyah Johnson. From Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Suliat Afolabi. From Carlow University, Riley Blair, Brianna Evans, Carly Lazar, Megan Leiden, Sarah Merlina, Angelica Orozco, Imani Roseberry, Caitlin Trombley, and Clara Wilson. From DeUville College, Riley Rydell. From Florida National University, Mar Bastida Olivares, and Delia Madruga Lopez. From Mississippi University for Women, Katie Beth Williams. From Oakwood University, Jada Caldwell, Andiza Lobasari, Kaylee Smith, and Mary Dorch Diaz. From Paul Quinn College, Yasmin Handy, Vanessa Lopez, and Samari Stillwell. From St. Mary of the Woods College, Allison Hardick, Brooke Andrus, Alexandra Baver, and Ava Lee Jeffers. From the Apprentice School, Jamaica Jones. From the University of Maine, Fort Kent, Carrie Law, and Carolyn Baptiste. And from Warren Wilson College, Kerrigan Cosby and Sam Hoyle. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021-22 Women's Division I Basketball National All-Academic Team. I'd now like to turn it over to Andy Kirshner for the presentation of the Men's Awards.
We will now move on to our Men's Division I Basketball 2021-22 National All-Academic Team members. From Bluefield State College, Desmond Freeman. From Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Joshua Foote. From Carlow University, Hunter Di Stefano, and Eric Truong. DeUville College, Noah Denz. Florida National University, Reggie Perez, Kobe Perez, Nicholas Garandon, and Stefan Manzi. From Manor College, Edward Fortesk, Kareem Haynes, and Raphael Iani. From Mid-Atlantic Christian University, Tim Aidlet and Brandon Barrier. From Mississippi University for Women, Grayson Long. From Oakwood University, Judlin Profit. From Paul Quinn College, Tehran Mingo. From St. Mary of the Woods College, Robert De Silvia. From the Apprentice School, Vershawn L.A. and Corey Joyner. From University Maine Fort Kent, Micah Petty and Daniel Franz. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021-22 Men's Division I Basketball National All-Academic Team. BJ, back to you.
We will now move on to our 2021-22 Division II National All-Academic Team members, beginning with women's basketball. From Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, Maddie Phillips, Erica Scholl, Claire Snell, and Lindsay Beach. From Andrews University, Riley Hicks, Katie Bird, and Emily Hicks. From Berkeley College, Lila Conklin, Sierra Highland, Shaquana Braithwaite, Amal Mahmood. From Central Maine Community College, Jane Smedberg, Kirsten Lyons, and Sarah Pulley. From Christendom College, Kate Walls, Annie Lauterbach, Agnes Wingate, Rachel Grand, and Lily Spire. From the University of Cincinnati Claremont, Christy Duncan. From Five Towns College, Leah Gaiman, Maria Medina Mata, and Essence Rayford. From Great Bay Community College, Madison Lovely and Gianna Portelli. From Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Trinity Graham, Leslie Hodges, and Jordan McDuffie. From Miami University Hamilton, Emma Miller, Leah Abrabat, and Marie Schenkel. From Miami University Middletown, Abrielle Arisman. From Paul Smith's College, Shannon McFeeters and Keely Van Valkenburg. From Penn State Beaver, Aliyah Booker, Aubrey Gillis, Caitlin O'Hara, Kira Segweiss, Emily Keener, and Jemiah Chambers. From Penn State Brandywine, Cheyenne Rivas and Amanda Floyd. From Penn State Du Bois, Mackenzie Bauer, Tara Hinderleader, Haley Matter, Alexa Schick, Emily Wheeler. From Penn State Fayette, Jatiah Pearl, Morgan Rigsby. From Penn State Hazleton, Justine Bernazow and Emily Titus. From Penn State Lehigh Valley, Sage Christopher. From Penn State Mont Alto, Madison Bishop, Autumn Fisher, and Colette Salyers. From Penn State Shenango, Carson Rupert. From Penn State Scranton, Rachel Lewis, Courtney Varco, Samantha Collins, Alyssa Cuono, and Lucy Adams. From Southern Maine Community College, JC Cole, Kyla Greenleaf, and Bailey Whitney. From Southwestern Adventist University, Daniela Becerra, Layla Dixon, Anahi Estrada, Diana Rubio Hernandez, and Reagan Sandifer. From University of Maine at Augusta, Cassidy Lesner, Katie Butterfield, and Madeline Sir. From Vermont Tech, Becky Johnson and Cassandra Pelkey. From Villa Maria College, Maria Falanga. And from Word of Life Bible Institute, Melody Parker, Audrey Marburger, Sadie Kessler, Kenzie Durking, and Grace Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021-22 Women's Division II Basketball National All-Academic Team. And once again, I'll turn it over to Andy for the presentation of the men's awards.
We will now move on to our Men's Division II Basketball 2021-22 National All-Academic Team members. From Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, Drew Miller and Christian Vasquez Rivera. From Andrews University, Adam Cassell, Maxwell Dronin, and Andre Creighton. From Berkeley College, William Go. From Bucks County Community College, Sean Haas. From Central Maine Community College, Corey David. From Christendom College, Andrew Heisler, Peter Etheridge, Jack Hofbrauer, and John Paul Vanderwoody. From Five Towns College, Jan Philip Jagaleski and Ainsley Vasquez. Great Bay Community College, George Mortimer. From Johnson & Wales, Charlotte, Jalen Dibble, Anthony Ray, and DeAndre Williams. From Paul Smith's College, Ryan Luzzy and Bailey Loatman. From Penn State Beaver, Isaiah Wise. From Penn State Brandywine, Bryce Baruch. From Penn State Hazleton, Andrew Kwiatkowski. From Penn State New Kensington, Jared Sidwell. From Penn State Schuylkill, Lucas Silva and Wilvins Fluizard. From Penn State Shenango, Demarius Hill. From Penn State Wilkes-Barre, Marion Bandello. From Penn State Scranton, Mark Longo and Melik Lubin. From Southern Maine Community College, Ian Reagan and Cameron Cousins. From Southwestern Adventist University, Kyle Barrow and Levi Rogers. From the Crown College, Tanner Koski, Corridon Hansen, Titus Huston, and Nate Green. From the King's College, Jordan Bishop, Andrew Pelashier, and Ben Oldham. From the University of Maine at Augusta, Javon Sisovic. From Villa Maria College, Roland Bragg. From Word of Life Bible Institute, Andrew Weber, Ashton Paddock, and Noah Ammett. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2021-22 Men's Division II Basketball National All-Academic Team.
We will now move on to the presentation of our All-American Awards. Joining me to present the men's awards will be Nate Gertis, your Assistant Director of Championships and Marketing. All-Americans are selected by coaches from around the country who take part in a nationwide vote and committees to finalize our award winners. First, we recognize our honorable mention All-Americans for Division I women's basketball. From Mid-Atlantic Christian University, senior forward, Judea Edmonds. A freshman forward, from Bluefield State College, London Coleman. A sophomore forward, from St. Mary of the Woods College, Allison Hardick. A freshman forward from the Apprentice School, Ashanti Williams. A freshman guard from Florida National University, Natalie Larinaga. A freshman guard from DeUville College, Stella Malika. A junior guard from the Apprentice School, Brittany Jones. A senior point guard from Carlow University, Angelica Orozco. A junior guard from Mid-Atlantic Christian University, Kayla Kent. A freshman point guard from Paul Quinn College, Sydney Bowen. A freshman point guard from Bluefield State College, Azaria Binford. And a freshman guard from Carlow University, Sydney Carr. We'll now continue on with our second team All-Americans. From Mississippi University for women, junior forward, M.G. Chamberlain. A freshman guard from DeUville College, Anna Jankovic. A junior forward from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Umi Guy. A junior guard from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Nia Caver. A freshman forward and center from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Eunice Salong. A sophomore forward and center from Bryant and Stratton Albany, Hajina Gaddy. A junior forward from Bryant and Stratton Albany, Anila Harper. A junior guard from Bluefield State College, Alexis Tucker. A graduate student from St. Mary of the Woods College, guard Sydney Ingram. And freshman forward from the University of Maine, Fort Kent, Ariel Baker. Congratulations to all of this year's second team All-Americans. We'll now continue on with our first team All-Americans, the top 10 players in the nation as voted on by coaches across the association. A senior guard from the Mississippi University for women, Rokila Wallace. A junior forward from Clinton College, Logan Taylor McDaniel. A senior forward from Paul Quinn College, Simone Carminar. A junior guard from Paul Quinn College, Jonisa Wilson. A junior guard from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Jahia Cook. A senior guard from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Trainice Delaney. A senior guard from Mid-Atlantic Christian University, Taisha Williams. A sophomore guard from DeUville College, Sarah Pfeiffer. A sophomore guard from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Kat Kenhoy. And a sophomore guard from Bryant and Stratton Albany, Sage Roberts. Congratulations to this year's All-Americans.
We will now continue with our men's Division I All-Americans, beginning with honorable mention. Junior forward from the University of Maine, Fort Kent, Aiden Grady. Junior forward from Mississippi University for women, Thomas Wright. Sophomore guard from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Raekwon Scott. Junior forward from Oakwood University, Edmund Stewart. Junior forward from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Tequan Hawley. Freshman guard from DeUville College, Mason Putnam. Junior guard forward from Mid-Atlantic Christian University, Talik Totten. Junior guard from Bryant and Stratton Rochester, J.J. Struther. Sophomore guard from St. Mary of the Woods College, Elkin Ramirez. Sophomore forward from DeUville College, Chris Steinman. Freshman point guard from Bryant and Stratton Albany, Charles Eccles. And freshman forward from Bryant and Stratton Albany, Denali Burton. And now for our second team All-Americans. A sophomore forward from Bryant and Stratton Rochester, Jawan Brown. A senior point guard from the Apprentice School, Corey Joyner. Senior guard from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Shek Dang. Sophomore guard forward from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Eric Waters. Freshman guard from Bluefield State College, Jordan Hines. Senior guard from Carlow University, Marcus Millian. Sophomore guard from Paul Quinn College, Jameer Reedus. Sophomore guard forward from Bryant and Stratton Syracuse, Jamil Abdallah. Senior center from Oakwood University, Chris Dorsey. And freshman guard from St. Mary of the Woods College, Jaden McHugh. And now for our first team All-Americans. These are the top 10 players in the nation as voted on by coaches across the association. Senior guard from Mid-Atlantic Christian University, Kevin Fletcher. Senior guard from Clinton College, Devin Campbell. Sophomore forward from Manor College, Ramad Desjarnet. Senior guard from Paul Quinn College, Spencer McElway. Sophomore small forward from Clinton College, Cameron Shannon. Junior guard from Bluefield State College, Marquez Cooper. Junior guard from Bryant and Stratton Rochester, Marcus Zapia. Junior forward from the Apprentice School, Marion Moore. Junior forward from Bryant and Stratton Buffalo, Sam Dorsaint. And junior forward from Paul Quinn College, Travoyne Shaw. Ladies and gentlemen, your men's Division I basketball All-Americans.
As a reminder, All-Americans are selected by coaches from around the country who take part in a nationwide vote and committees to finalize our award winners. We'll now move on to recognize our honorable mention All-Americans for Division II women's basketball. A junior guard from Penn State Brandywine, Amanda Floyd. A senior guard from Five Towns College, Essence Rayford. A first-year guard from Penn State Hazleton, Azaria Johnson. A sophomore guard from Penn State DuBois, Tara Hinderleader. A senior from Penn State Lehigh Valley, Taylor Stiles. A senior guard from Penn State DuBois, Lexi Schick. A freshman guard from Miami University Hamilton, Caitlin Simpkins. A senior guard from Penn State Beaver, Alexis Cross. A senior forward from Villa Maria College, Leah McQuiller. A sophomore forward from Southern Maine Community College, Tara Flanders. And from Berkeley College, New York, Sierra Highland. Congratulations to this year's Honorable Mention All-Americans. Continuing on with our second team. A first-year guard forward from Penn State Schuylkill, Tajay Stevenson. A junior point guard from Central Penn, Tanaya Jackson. A junior from Penn State Lehigh Valley, Janelle Oliver. A freshman point guard from Southern Maine Community College, Hannah Richards. A sophomore forward from University of Cincinnati Claremont, Tyra Murphy. A sophomore forward from Five Towns College, Jordan Tobin. A freshman guard from Penn State Greater Allegheny, Tamisha Pierce. A senior forward from Penn State Beaver, Jemiah Chambers. A sophomore guard from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Jayla Lovett. And a first-year point guard from Central Maine Community College, Safina Te Nana Williams. We'll now continue on with our first team All-Americans. These are the top 10 players in the nation as voted on by coaches across the association. A junior center from Villa Maria College, Danye Barkley. A freshman guard from Penn State Shenango, Anasia Fryer. A junior from Penn State Fayette, Taylor McCormick. A senior forward from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Jordan McDuffie. A freshman guard from Christendom College, Catherine Thomas. A senior forward from the University of Maine Augusta, Madeline Sir. A sophomore guard from the University of Cincinnati Claremont, Victoria Brooks. A junior guard from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Tanisha T. Dorsey. A first-year guard from Central Maine Community College, Emily Strawn. And a fifth-year forward from Penn State Schuylkill, Alyssa Gerber. Congratulations to this year's Women's Division II All-Americans.
We will now continue with our Men's Division II All-Americans, beginning with honorable mention. Sophomore forward from Central Penn, Tyler Hunter. Senior point guard from Penn State Scranton, Matt DeSoy. Senior guard from Five Towns College, Damani Merritt. Senior guard from Penn State Beaver, Devon Johnson. Sophomore forward from SUNY ESF, Reed Patchett. Senior forward from Penn State Beaver, Isaiah Dickerson. Senior guard from Paul Smith's College, Kenny Smith. Sophomore forward from Word of Life, Noah Ammett. Junior guard from Southern Maine Community College, Ian Regan. Junior center from Kent State Tuscarawas, DeJuan Lawrence. Senior guard from Penn State Wilkes-Barre, Kai Gilliam. Sophomore guard from Miami University Hamilton, Jamison Bradley. Sophomore guard from Berkeley College, New York, Dontel Henry. And senior guard forward from Southwestern Adventist University, Miles Meredith. And now for your second team All-Americans. Senior forward from Penn State Brandywine, Bryce Baruch. Junior shooting guard from Penn State Hazleton, Andy Kwiatkowski. Sophomore guard from Penn State Schuylkill, Wilvins Florizard. Junior guard from Penn State Montalto, Cameron Williams. Freshman guard from Paul Smith's College, Anthony Henson. Sophomore guard from Miami University Hamilton, King Goss. Senior guard from Central Maine Community College, Corey David. Junior guard from Kent State Tuscarawas, London Cobbs. Senior forward center from Penn State Beaver, Jeremy Redwine. And junior guard from Villa Maria, Raylan Bragg. And now for your first team All-Americans. These are the top 10 players in the nation as voted on by coaches across the association. Senior guard from Penn State Mont Alto, Quentin Flemister. Senior guard from Penn State Wilkes-Barre, Kevin Major. Sophomore forward from Penn State York, Derek Brown. Sophomore guard from Miami University Hamilton, Ryan Marshall. Senior forward from Penn State York, Michael Coleman. Sophomore forward from Southern Maine Community College, Cameron Cousins. Freshman guard from NHTI, Sayer Miller. Junior forward from Penn State Mont Alto, Darius Bush. Sophomore forward from Penn State Wilkes-Barre, Jedediah Ashton. And sophomore forward from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Anthony Ray. Ladies and gentlemen, your men's Division II basketball All-Americans.
At this time, we'll move on to our end-of-year awards featuring our Student Athletes of the Year, Coaches of the Year, and Players of the Year. We'll begin with our Division I Women's Basketball Student Athlete of the Year. A team captain who continually carries out the expectations of the coaching staff and ensures her teammates are doing the same, on and off the court. She displays to her teammates and coaches the utmost respect, a willingness to learn, a coachable spirit during good and difficult times on the court. She's the epitome of a servant leader. Whether this means cleaning the floors before a practice, helping coaches with a task, carrying equipment to a game, or staying after practice to help a teammate with learning plays, serving others benefits everyone involved. As a student athlete, this young lady demonstrates and acts on the values of honesty, responsibility, and accountability with her professors, coaches, and teammates. On campus, she's involved with the Sustainability Club, FCA, is a student worker at athletic events, participates in volunteer opportunities associated with her college, and in her community, she has helped with yard work and other tasks for the elderly, as well as working with and leading kids during Bible study and Sunday school activities through her community church. She spends time visiting and singing for church services at local nursing facilities and has gone on 3 work and witness trips during natural disasters for hurricane and flood relief in Kentucky, Mississippi, and Florida. She also volunteers at the public library, setting up and tearing down for the monthly book sale, is a volunteer coach and official at the Family Sports Center in town. Your Women's Division I Basketball Student Athlete of the Year from St. Mary of the Woods College, Ava Lee Jeffers. We'll continue with our Women's Division I Coach of the Year. This coach led her team to an 18-2 overall record this season. They're the highest scoring team in USCAA Division I, averaging 81 points per game and shooting just over 37% from the floor. Her team is ranked second in the nation in assists per game and total steals. They're fourth in the association in rebounds and three-point percentage. Finally, they have allowed the second fewest points to opponents across all of women's Division I. From Clinton College, your 2022 Division I Women's Basketball Coach of the Year, Jessica Blair. And finally, we conclude with the Women's Division I End-of-Year Awards with our Player of the Year. This junior forward leads her team in scoring average with just over 17 points per game, good enough for fourth in the association and across all of Division I. She's also ranked 6th in the nation in rebounds per game, bringing down 10. Your Women's Division I Basketball Player of the Year from Clinton College, Logan Taylor McDaniel. At this time, I'd like to welcome back Andy Kirshner for the presentation of the Men's Division I End-of-Year Awards.
Beginning with our Student Athlete of the Year. This young man exemplifies what it means to be a well-rounded team player Coming off the bench as a forward for his team this season in 22 of their 27 games played this season, and holding a 3.63 GPA as a nursing major. Off the court, he can be found volunteering for a many number of local organizations, including the St. Joseph's Shelter in the Hill District, where he serves food for the residents at Denmark Cemetery, placing flags on veteran tombstones, packing medical supplies for underserved area through Global Links, or working with youth players at his high school's basketball camp. Your 2022 USCAA Men's Division I Basketball Student Athlete of the Year from Carlow University, Hunter DiStefano. We will now continue with our Men's Division I Basketball Coach of the Year. In his third season as a head coach, he has led the team to a 23-2 record and number 1 ranking in both the USCAA standings and the coaches poll. Along the way, he has developed 3 strong All-Americans. Holding opponents to just under 70 points a game, his team ranks as the strongest defensive team in all of the USCAA Division I. From Paul Quinn College, your Men's Division I Basketball Coach of the Year, Brandon Espinoza. Finally, concluding Division I Men's Basketball Awards is the Division I Men's Basketball Player of the Year. This player is a senior guard, averaging over 21 points per game, ranking him 4th in the nation. He grabs 9 rebounds a game, landing him 6th in the nation. He averages over 4 assists per game, putting him at 5th in the nation. And finally, he shoots 37% from beyond the arc. Your Division I Player of the Year from Clinton College, Devin Campbell. Now, I'd like to turn it back over to Nate.
We will now move to the Division II End of Year Awards, beginning with women's basketball and starting with our Student Athlete of the Year. This young lady, just a sophomore, carries a 3.95 GPA and has never dropped below a 3.9 in her academic career. Earning a spot on the Dean's List each semester, she also earned the DECA scholarship and the Campus Award both years. She even completed her internship as a sophomore, which most students elect to complete in their junior or senior year. Outside of the classroom, she spends time giving back to the game of basketball, coaching clinics in Georgia and Pennsylvania, as well as volunteering at Youth All Sports Day, where neighborhood youth can come learn about her college campus. Her volunteerism does not stop there, as she also works with Second Harvest Food Bank and has volunteered at the SAC Easter egg hunt. It is clear that this culinary arts and food and beverage management major is no slouch. Your Women's Division II Basketball Student Athlete of the Year from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Leslie Hodges. We will continue on with our Women's Division II Coach of the Year. This first-year head coach has led her young team to an impressive 18-4 overall record and a number 1 ranking in the national championship tournament. With just 1 returning player and only 3 others with any college playing experience, she was able to navigate the challenges of COVID and kept 88% of freshmen that were recruited last season when there was no competition. Adding 4 new players for the 21-22 season, she has guided her team to several impressive victories, including a win over an NCAA Division II opponent. This season also marks the first time in school history that the program has ascended to the number 1 ranking in the USCAA coaches poll. Off the court, she has also taken a leadership role with the campus SAC, where she has provided guidance, ensuring that elected officers hold monthly meetings and plan volunteerism events like the annual holiday food drive. From Johnson & Wales Charlotte, your 2022 Division II Women's Basketball Coach of the Year, Jill Dunn. Finally, we will conclude the Women's Division II End of Year Awards with our Player of the Year. This young lady is a senior forward for her team, averaging over 17 points a game, which is good for 8th in USCAA Division II, and is shooting just under 34% from 3, averaging 8 rebounds and 2.5 steals per game. Your Women's Division II Basketball Player of the Year from Johnson & Wales Charlotte, Jordan McDuffie. And now I'll turn it over to BJ to conclude this year's End of Year Awards.
We'll now conclude with the Men's Division II Basketball End of Year Awards. beginning with our Student Athlete of the Year. This young man has a cumulative GPA of a 3.41 and has been named to the Dean's List in the last 5 semesters. He's the true definition of a student athlete and team player. He not only excels in the classroom and on the court, but he's also actively involved on campus. He's been a devoted employee and member and student worker staff in the athletic department since his sophomore year. He also serves as a representative on the Student Athlete Advisory Council and has volunteered at many events in the local community and on the campus over the past several years. He's also made a special connection with an honorary member of the men's basketball team. In November of 2017, the team partnered with Team Impact and drafted a local student from West Virginia to participate with the program. Even though the official commitment ended with Team Impact in 2019, the team, and particularly this student athlete, continues to stay connected with the player and his family. He has been a 3-year captain of the team, and his accolades include PSUAC Defensive Player of the Year in 2018, 2019 Conference Player of the Year, 2018 USCAA Honorable Mention All-American, and 2019 First Team All-American, a 2022 West Division Player of the Year, and a USCAA All-American candidate this season. He leaves his campus as the all-time leader in steals, second in assists, top 5 in points and rebounds. He's the winningest player in school history with a career record of 77-32. Your 2022 Men's Division II Basketball Student Athlete of the Year from Penn State Mont Alto, Quentin Flemister. We'll continue with our Men's Division II Basketball Coach of the Year. This coach has been at the helm of his program for the last 11 years. During that time, he's proven himself to be a generous and giving leader who always puts his players first. He teaches discipline, dedication, and determination. This is reflected not only in their performance on the court, but also in the classroom. This past fall semester, 9 of 16 players earned a GPA of 3.0 or higher. 2 were named to the Dean's List. On the court this season, the team secured the #1 seed in the PSUAC West Division, going 18-1 in the conference and 23-4 overall. The men's basketball team has been consistently ranked within the top 5 of the USCAA coaches poll this season, and the #1 rank in the final poll. His players are often seen in the community, whether it's volunteering downtown or helping with the Campus Appreciation Day. This coach is also known for his philanthropy and supporting initiatives within the department, having raised thousands of dollars over his tenure in support of Thon and the Jimmy V Foundation. Your Division II Men's Coach of the Year from Penn State Mont Alto, Jack Schinzel. Finally, we conclude tonight's ceremony with your Men's Division II Basketball Player of the Year. This young man averages 15 points per game, shoots almost 50% from the floor, and 40% from beyond the arc. He also grabs over 5 rebounds a game and dishes out nearly 3 assists. A senior leader on his team who has tallied 402 points this season, your Division II Player of the Year from Penn State Mont Alto, Quentin Flemister. That concludes the 2021-22 USCAA Basketball Virtual Awards Night. We thank you for joining us and congratulate all those who are participating in the Small College Basketball National Championships in Richmond this week. I want to wish each of you the best of luck as you compete to become a national champion. We encourage all of our viewers to tune in to all the action this week at uscaasportsnetwork.com or by following the action at basketball.theuscaa.com. Thank you again and have a great night.